Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. The notorious Conor McGregor, you do fucking none, says that Floyd Mayweather better reincarnate Bruce Lee because that's the only person that can help him prepare for a fighter like me. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the notification gang, hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, the channel donations, and the Patreon family. Please believe we are working. Now, the notorious Conor McGregor, he's never had a loss for words. He just did an exclusive interview on his official website, themaclife.com. I have linked to it in the description so you can hear it verbatim. I just want to give my thoughts and paraphrase based on what he was saying in there. And I want to read a quote from McGregor. He says, "What other mixed martial artist is there like me? He'd need to reincarnate," he being Floyd Mayweather, "he'd need to reincarnate Bruce Lee, and that would be the only person he could bring in that could mimic me with the way I'm coming at him. I'm not like any other mixed martial artist. I am not like any other boxer. I am in a league of my own, and I'll prove that August 26th. So, some pretty big words from Conor McGregor. He's definitely a salesman and a showman. This was a good interview. For one, it's an exclusive, so it's real quaint. It looked like he had just finished the training session. He looks swole. He looks in shape. I want to see how he looks at the weigh-in terms of, I don't know where his weight is. The fight is at 154. He looks, like I said, he looks fit, physically fit. I just want to see how he comes in because he looks kind of top heavy. So I want to see if he makes that 154 comfortably, things like that. But you got to admit, Conor McGregor's confidence is real. As far as the Bruce Lee reincarnated, I'll let you guys talk about that in the comment section. He also said some good things. He was talking about being able to train at the UFC Performance Institute in Las Vegas, and it's state of the art. You'll see pictures of him. That's where he sparred Paulie Malignaggi, things like that. It's in Las Vegas, state of the art. Looks high tech, top of the line, everything. Crazy equipment. I seen him. He was on a treadmill that goes underwater, and he's working on his cardio. And he says he's left no stone unturned in this training camp. He said from the nutrition to the cardio to the sparring, he's had it all. And he says he's no stranger to working in worse conditions, gyms with leaks in the roof, and you know what I mean, buildings that are gonna collapse, and things like that. So he says he could do both. The reporter from the Mac Life asked him about, does he want to open up his own gym in Dublin, something like the UFC Performance Institute? And he says, that's really not my focus. He says, I got a lot of offers for gyms, but he said a lot of people in the fight game that he came up with, they were starting their own gyms, and he didn't want to interfere or like outshine them, or he wanted them to eat too and get their money. So he seems like a pretty, like he has a brotherhood, if you will. Like he seems like he's pretty good to his people, and he wants to look out for them. He doesn't look like greedy in that sense. Now, in terms of Paulie Malignaggi, he says he dogged the sparring partners, put them in a crack house, a trap house or something like that. I don't know. But in terms of giving back to his community in Ireland and Dublin and whatnot, I think he does a good job of that. You look at the guy from the Mac Life, clearly has an accent, so I believe he probably originates from Ireland as well. And same with some of his photographers and stuff like that. So he definitely gives back to his fellow countrymen and stuff, and probably country women. I'm sure he has people on his team. I mean, even his girlfriend, who he just had a kid with, she's from Ireland as well. So shout out to him for that. And his name is big, and it'll probably be bigger after this fight, just because it's going to get so much exposure. I want to know what you guys think, but he sounds very confident. He looks to be in shape. It's just, like I said, for me, I like Conor McGregor, but you got to show me, because one of the questions was, Floyd says he performs good under the bright lights, and McGregor says, I perform great under the bright lights. He's no stranger to big fights. He says, I don't know if I agree with him on this, but he says a lot of Floyd's past opponents, they're not used to the big spectacles and the big spotlight. I don't know if I agree with that. Oscar De La Hoya went to the Olympics, gold medaled. You look at Cotto, who's had mega fights. You look at Shane Mosley, had mega fights, sellout fights in LA with Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I mean? Things like that. Even Canelo, he's been fighting since he was 15, and he didn't. I told you one of the things that I liked about Canelo, that I do like about Canelo, is Canelo at age 23 when he fought Floyd Mayweather, he didn't look like the moment was too big for him. He didn't look like intimidated. Floyd tried to hand him the WBC belt, and he was like, nah. You know what I mean? He stood his ground and didn't try to give in to any kind of mind games. He looked pretty relaxed, pretty calm, and that kind of thing, and he still came up short. So it was definitely a separation in skill and overall technique and experience, fundamentals, and Floyd just operates at a different pace. So we'll see. This fight is taking place. The glove size got reduced from 10 ounces to 8 ounces. Some people feel that doesn't matter. People like Juan Manuel Marquez, I think I heard Kenny Porter say they don't think it matters with the glove size because you have to hit your target, things like that. So nonetheless, this fight week, this is a big fight. Check out the Mac Life exclusive interview, and let me know what you guys think about his comment saying that Bruce Lee is the only person that can mimic what he does. So I don't know. I mean, I can see, obviously Conor looks up to Bruce Lee. I see that. I mean, even when he's doing that crazy warm-up with his arms like flailing around and stuff like that, I think that's kind of like an ode to Bruce Lee and just martial artists in general, like a philosophy in terms of, you listen to a classic Bruce Lee quote, who's one of my favorites too. I grew up watching Bruce Lee and I idolized Bruce Lee. He's a true icon, not just for what he did on screen, but just his philosophies, willing to take a stand. Bruce Lee was not afraid to be different in a time where there was a lot of racism and stuff like that. A lot of people in the Asian community were upset with Bruce Lee by him spreading the gospel and sacred ancient Chinese and ancient Asian teachings and trying to teach Guaylo, trying to teach, you know what I mean, Americans and stuff like that, who they felt they were probably at war with. So I've studied Bruce Lee as well, but it seems like Conor McGregor has as well. That whole kind of be like water. You see, you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You see, water can crash and water can burst. Be water, my friend. So let me know what you guys think. Will any of this matter? August 26th, it's fight week. Can you prepare for a Conor McGregor? My whole thing is this, like some of what Conor is saying to me, this is just my perspective. Some of what he's saying, it would make more sense if this was going to be a street fight or a UFC fight. But the whole Bruce Lee thing and that whole mantra is you're under the boxing rules, the rule set of boxing. So there's only certain weapons you can use. You can't use elbows, knees, kicks. You know what I mean? You can't do those certain things. So I don't know if I fully understand that, because basically his attack, his approach has to be completely boxing. Like maybe he has some awkward movement in terms of that. You know what I mean? He doesn't have the standard boxer movement and range and stuff like that. So it's fight week. We're gonna find out who's telling the truth. Drop your thoughts in the comment section, link in the description. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.